Hey, all you beaver navigators out there, it's Captain Foster, and I'm making a quick video here to show you how to use the Google Earth web version to complete your BICNA, Bainbridge Island Navigation Circumnavigation assignment. So we've got our view here that I opened up to. Obviously, we're at the high school. The first thing you need to do is open Google Earth, and this is the web version. You don't need to download anything, but you do need to have a Google account. And first, just make sure you're in your Google account, and if so, it will save everything you do to your Google Drive, and you can access it from anywhere. So first thing is I want to start a new project. So I look over here on the left. The only two buttons we're really going to use much are the projects button that's going to get us started here, and then this one down here is the ruler. We're going to use that ruler to measure some distances. So when you open the projects tab, it'll say create new, create project in Google Drive, and then give it a title. So mine called 2020 Vision. So this is just the name of the slide, so it doesn't show up anywhere. So that's my project title. I could add a description, but again, it's just for me. I know what it is. And then I'm going to add a new feature. And it gives me a couple options. I can put a place mark somewhere. I can search to add a place if I'm not sure where I want to go. I can draw a line or a shape, and I can use a couple of these over here to do that as well. Or I can make a full screen slide, and that's what I'm going to start with. So this is my title slide. And so I've already got my information. I wrote this down already. So here's my title. And well, I guess this is actually, I'm just going to copy all this off my thing here. And this is actually my text down here. So boom. So here I can make this slide. So this is my BICNA 2020 Waterfront Real Estate Tour. So the idea is you are going to create this tour here that somebody who is interested in this could look at this and say, oh, this is something I might be interested in. So I'll show you how this all shows up, but now I need a picture. So I'm doing a slide. I want to find a picture. If I have one already, I can upload it. If I want to search the web, I could just search for, I'm going to say just Puget Sound waterfront property. Should be on Bainbridge Island, but it doesn't really matter. So I want to pick a picture that sort of tells a little bit of the story of what I'm doing here. So here's some nice ones. You can see different waterfront. I'm just going to go with this one. And one of the things I'm looking at is the text that's on your slide ends up kind of down in the lower left hand corner. So you want to make sure you're going to be able to read it. So now I can preview that and see what I think. Okay, that's not too bad. It looks like, you know, my text wraps around okay. I can see everything. I could put more on here so that people would scroll down, but that's okay. So there we go. I've got my first feature, and that's my opening slide. So now I'm going to add a new feature. So where am I going to leave from? My first thing is, where's my launch? So I'm going to add a place if I don't know where that is. And I'm just going to go, oh, here we go, West Point Lighthouse. How did it know? So now it's going to fly me there. Yeah. So here I am. I'm hovering around above the lighthouse here. And there's information over here from Wikipedia, and I could just add this straight to my project. I could fly there, but actually I'm just going to leave it like this because there's a couple things I want to do now that I'm here. One thing is I want to put a place mark here. And so this is my launch location. So I'm going to put launch West Point. West Point. Boom. And usually I want to edit this. So then I'm going to add some more information. This is going to give me a text box on the right hand side, and I want a large one. You'll see it looks better when I open that up. So a couple things that I'm going to put in here. I want a couple pictures of the lighthouse. So let's find me a picture of the West Point Seattle Lighthouse. Oh, there's a nice one. Mount Rainier in the back. It's gorgeous. There we go. I want to put other things in my first slide. So that might be information that I have already saved, such as my tides for the day, my chart that shows this area. So here's my chart. I'm going to add, I have tides. I got these with my snipping tool. So I just went to the sites. You've got the links there in that form, and you can find this information and just take a snip of it. So I put this in here. Maybe I want a video in here. Maybe I'll go to YouTube and find a cool video, somebody West Point, and maybe it's a windy day. There you go, kayak surfing off of there with Rob Casey. Perfect. So this first slide should have a lot of information. It tell me hazards to look out for the day, what where I'm headed from here, what time am I going to launch, what's the latitude, longitude. That you can get down here in the corner. And you can see the way this is set up. You can adjust the settings on certain things, and that's one of them, how it displays your latitude, longitude. I like it in a decimal, makes it easier to understand. And then I could just put 47.6 north, 122.4 west. So this is my first, actual spot on here. So now I'm heading to, oh, one other thing here. So when you're in here, one thing I like is to have my compass over here. So then I can click back around to north and I can move that. One other thing while I'm here, so I can put different images here, but one of the neat things to put here, so when I grab my Mr. Pegman, I could put him down on one of these dots here. But there's something kind of unique here in that they did like a, the Google car, but it's actually on the water. It was a boat. And so I'm heading this direction. I'm going to put this in there so that when people open this slide, they'll get that. And it's a dynamic picture, so I can move around. The other button we use a little bit is the 2D, 3D. So if I go back to 2D, it should give me, oh, it's not going to do that because I'm in this, another view of this. So there's my feature. My next thing I'm going to do, I want to zoom out and I want to make, I'm going to a house on Perkins Lane. So I am going to draw a line. So let's say I'm going to Perkins Lane. Actually, I'm not going that far. I'm going right here. There's a house that I want to visit right here. So I'm going to draw a line. So I'm going to take my line tool and I'm going to select my starting point. And then for this one, I am going right there. So here it is. I can press enter or I can click in that again and it'll say, so this is my West Point to property number 1. And this is the first place we're going to stop. So again, I could edit this. I can add some more information. I could put times in there. But my next thing then is going to be a new a place mark for right here. And this is going to be property 1. So this is a house I'm looking at, I'm kind of interested in. I'm going to edit this because I'm going to add, not a video, I'm going to add a URL. So here's the Zillow ad for the house I'm looking at. I'm going to copy that, and then I'm going to come back over and paste that in. And then, oh, it didn't like that. Oh, okay, it wants an image. I'll show you how to do that. So what link right here? So I can put this URL in here. Excuse me. There we go. Boom. So now, and I could put a picture in here of, say, Magnolia Bluff, because I want to tell people they should check that out too. And it's right around the corner from this house. Nope. I want to go back to Google Image. And I think maybe I need more than that. So I'm going to put in Discovery Park. Boom. So there's a nice view of it. I'm going to put that picture in there so there's something to see. And then when I look at that, this box comes up. And again, I want to make this a larger box, not a small info box, because it looks better, puts a black background on there. So now this comes up. If there are more slides in here, then I can click through them and voila, it opens up my Zillow in this case. That is the ad for the house. So you can put obviously links to all sorts of different information on there. And you can put, videos, whatever you have. So I'm going to jump real quick here and I'm going to show you a completed project, and basically the same thing that I just did, except it has more of this stuff. So this is what the presentation will look like. So when you start, you're going to have an opening slide, tells a little about it, it's got some information. Your first slide is going to be your launch, and see how with the peg man, it brings you right down on here, and I can see this. I can flip between slides over here, and then all my information is here. Watch for waves breaking on shore. We're going to leave at 10 o'clock. We're heading south. Here's the latitude, and this is the light we have here. Third slide is that route. So here I am going from West Point down to Perkins Lane. Again, I'm heading southwest. I've gone 1.2 miles. I measured that out with the ruler tool. And then I noticed that this is going to be around high tide. So I put that in there so that I would remember it. Here's my property one. Again, here's my link to that Zillow. And then here's my route across. So this is my big paddle across the sound. This is 4 Mile Rock that I'll see that has a buoy on or a light on it. Here's the chart. And here's a video of somebody kayaking. There it is, Rob Casey kayaking off of there. So I can do all of that in this box here, and I put a link to marinetraffic.com if you want to see what kind of marine traffic there is. So now I'm at Yomalt Point. I'm going to Wing Point. From Wing Point, I'm going to go into Bainbridge Island, into Eagle Harbor. Again, this is just showing me my route, and then my next stop is property number 2 in Eagle Harbor. Again, the times and the directions are on there. Here's some pictures of property number 2. Again, I'd like that rather in a large box. This is the house with the gym and the theater and the pool, and here's my link to the Zillow. Next stop is our lunch stop. So every day you're going to take a lunch stop. This is an easy spot. There's a boat ramp there, so even if it is low tide, it's not a big deal. We're not walking through the mud. Here's a picture of it from the water. Here's what you're looking at from the land. So you got a little idea, and there it is in an aerial view. And there's houses around there. So that's my lunch stop for the day. My next one, I'm pulling out of Winslow. Here's a little video about Winslow. So if you got time while you're there, here's some places to visit. My next stretch, I'm going around to Restoration Point. This is a picture of a friend of ours that we were paddling out there on in Eagle Harbor, right around there. So I added that in. If you got pictures or video of yourself in any of these places, put them in. And then I end up camping over here at Fort Ward. So this is all it is. Let me know if you need any help, and hopefully find something interesting and make your tour with a lot of detail. That makes it interesting.